Now, I've always said this, that however much we may be desperate, however much we may want to show that Liverpool is a champion, I don't think this season Liverpool is a champion. When you look at the games that we have been playing so far, we have lost 7 out of 9 games. And I think sometimes I do believe that Salah should be benched. And I've always been saying that. I've not started today. I'll say that this season Salah is kinda off and he should just be benched, because there is no way that like in the last game he was benched and then we won the game, and you expect that today he's going to play, because the coach the other day said Salah was sad that he was benched, but he was sad professionally. And I was like, bro, Salah, it is time for you to leave the club, because I think the club is not in. You're not in the plans of the club after, especially after they bought the high point strikers such as Isak, such as Florian Wirtz, such as Eketike. Now Salah is there. He has become a big baggage to Liverpool, because when you look at how Salah plays nowadays, he's pulling the team behind in this essence, because he wants to kind of force the world to know that he's still a goal scorer. And what happens at this point is he gets himself in situations that he can't score, but he's forcing to score. So it becomes difficult for him even to give an assist. And I feel that that is something that is killing the team, because we need someone who is not trying to show the world that he's still in the top form, someone who is not living in the past. But when we have Salah trying to show that he's a top scorer by not giving out assists, even in the playing field, where in the playing or in the open positions where he just needs to pass the ball so that another striker can score. Salah is not passing the ball, and what he's doing is trying to force the goal inside the. He's trying to force the goals. I think it's another time that in today's game Salah is benched, and maybe Ekitike should start with Isak on the bench too, because I do feel like the last goal was kind of not uh, that it was not a goal that he was expecting, and it was just a tap in. But when we do have someone such as Eketike, someone who presses hard, someone who defends, someone who creates chances, someone who runs with the ball from the middle field to the goal, and someone who creates these chances, I think we should start with Eketike. I don't know what your opinion is. Show me on the comment. Tell me who should start today. Do you prefer Isak to start? Do you prefer Eketike to start? Personally, I do feel like Eketike should start, and Isak should come in the second half, or maybe he'll be given the 70 plus minutes. Florian Wirtz, I think Florian Wirtz should start, and I want to show you the result that we have been having so far. And let me see. So we started losing to Crystal Palace in the final Community Shield. Crystal Palace kind of beat us 3-2 on penalties. And then we came to Bournemouth, where we won 4-2. And then we went to Newcastle, where we won 3-2. And then to Arsenal. Oh my God, you remember that banger free kick from Zoboslai, where we won 1-0. And then we went to Burnley, where we kind of won 1-0. And then we went to Atletico, where we beat them 3-2. And then we came to Everton, where we won 2-1. We went to Southampton, we won 2-1. And then our problems did start at this point. Our problems did start at Crystal Palace, where we were beaten 2-1. And then when we went to Galatasaray in the UEFA Champions League, we did lose 1-0. And also Chelsea kind of beat us 2-1. Now, the one with Manchester United, I do feel like Manchester United was just lucky to beat Liverpool with the header from Maguire, which was kind of in the last minutes, where Maguire scored a fantastic header in the last minutes, but it was kind of luck, and the game had a lot of things. Now, we went to Man U, where we were beaten 2-1. And then Frankfurt, this was the big win that we had, and everyone felt like Liverpool is back. But I didn't trust it, because I felt like we have lost almost. Let me count. We have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had lost 6 games, before the one to before we traveled to Frankfurt, and there we won 5-1. And I did a lot of people did feel like Liverpool is back, and they felt like okay, Liverpool, the real champions have found their form. Before we were surprised in the next game at Brentford, where we were beaten 3-2. And guys, let me ask you this. Let me continue first. And then we went to Crystal Palace where we lost 3-0 in the EFL Cup. Now, what makes me sad is in this season, Crystal Palace has made us their cooking pot. They've been beating us all around. They've been winning all around. Whether we go to Crystal Palace home or whether they come to Anfield, I do feel like we have been losing the game so much to Crystal Palace that in this season alone, in this season, we haven't won even one game against Crystal Palace. Guys, Crystal Palace, a team that we once beat 7, I don't know if it was 7-1 or 7-0. A team that we once beat 7-0. And then this season, we haven't won even one game against Crystal Palace. They have beat us in all the competitions, whether it is FA, whether it is EFL, whether it is the EPL. Crystal Palace have found the solution to beat Liverpool in all the games. Now, and then we traveled to Aston Villa where we won 2-0 the other time. And then Real Madrid came where we also did win 1-0. And people felt like, okay, we had found our form. Before Manchester City came up and crushed our dreams of becoming the EPL champions. Now, when we look at the table right now, let me look for the table at this point. There's some kind of something that I want you to see. The position in which Liverpool is at. Liverpool is not in a good position when it comes to the EPL table. So let me search for you. Liverpool FC table. I want you to see how Liverpool is performing this summer. I want you to see. Now look, even in the search history, we are not a top 6. Guys, what is happening? Even in the search history, we are not a top 6. The worst position that we have been since Klopp left. Now let me press page 2. So the first team in the EPL is Arsenal with 18 points, followed closely by Manchester City. No, not 18 points. The first team is Arsenal with 30 points, followed by, though they have a game in hand, followed by Manchester City, which is at 28 points. Then we have Chelsea at 24, tied with Aston Villa at 24. Apart from Man City, all the teams in top 6 or top 5 have a game in hand, so the table may change tonight. And then we have Aston Villa at 24 points, Brighton 22, Sunderland 22, Manchester United, the small Manchester United, and Liverpool and Everton have a tie in points at 21 points. Now, the goal difference is what separates them in position. That is why Manchester United is on top of Liverpool, though both of them do have equal amount of points. And then when we move to Crystal Palace 20, Tottenham 19. Now, what is wrong with Tottenham? Tottenham is kind of losing a lot of games, or maybe it is just playing like an average team. Or maybe, I think the problem with Tottenham is they kind of picked on a mid-table team manager to manage a team such as Tottenham. Because I can say that Tottenham is winning the small games, but when it comes to real competition, Tottenham is not winning. Yeah. When it came to Arsenal, when it came to Manchester United, Tottenham was not winning. But when it comes to small team, now yesterday they played against Newcastle, and again Tottenham did not win. So I do think the problem is that maybe they chose a mid-table team manager to manage a big club such as Tottenham. Now let us go on. Brentford has 19 points. They have tied with Tottenham. And then we have Newcastle 19 points, Bournemouth 19 points, Fulham at number 15 at 17 points, Nottingham has 12 points. West Ham 11, Leeds 18, Burnley, Wolverhampton 10-2. Now, I don't know what went wrong at Wolverhampton because these guys are just in a big mess. I do not wish Wolverhampton to be relegated, but whatever happens, whatever happens, man. Because however much I wish that they do stay on the table, I have no power. Maybe if they play good, they'll stay on the table. But the way things are going, Wolverhampton and Burnley may be headed to the wrong turn now. Today it's Liverpool against this team, Leeds, at number 18. Liverpool is at number 8. Leeds has 11 points. Liverpool has 21 points. Now, when it comes to games played, they're both at 13-13. Liverpool has won 7 games. Let me look at how many games Leeds has won. As you can see, Leeds has won 3 games. Liverpool has lost. We are on this column. Liverpool has lost 6 games, while Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Brighton, Sunderland, all the teams in top 4 have lost less than 4 games. And then you do expect us to refer to ourselves as champions, as people who can win the Premier League. I think this time round, it will be luck, because we are not in Carabao, we are not in FA. We have only remained with EPL and Champions League. So if we do win in any sense, any trophy this season, then it will be luck. But I'm looking at today's game, Liverpool versus Leeds. So Liverpool has lost 6 games, while the Leeds team has lost 8 games. Right? Leeds has drawn 2 games. Liverpool has drawn 0. Meaning this season Liverpool hasn't gotten any draw. It is either a win or a lose. Now, when I look at the statistics that I have today, and when I look at how we played in the last game, then I kind of have some hope that Liverpool is going to win today's game. But my hope is at 50%. So if you're listening to me, just know that Liverpool, my hope to you is at 50%. If we do perform better, we will win with maybe 3 goals. But what I do see today is maybe a 2-1 or a 2-0 scenario. Because I do not expect a team to get in form at once. Maybe in the last game, it was because we had benched Salah. And I do not have any problem with Salah, but as I said earlier when we started, I do feel like Salah has become a baggage on the Liverpool team. And he should be dropped. Not even from the team, even from the bench. Salah should just leave, and maybe it's time for him to go to Saudi Arabia, because I do feel like the new Liverpool structure doesn't allow him to fit in. Before, Salah was the point man, and Salah was the one who the team was built around. Firmino, Mane, and then came Gakpo. They were supposed to give him all the passes. They were supposed to make sure that he receives the ball and scores a lot of goals as he can. But now the new Liverpool structure, where we have Ekitike, where we have Gakpo and Isak as the point man, I do feel like Salah doesn't fit in. And I think that is the reason why Florian Wirtz is not performing, because he is when you look at Florian Wirtz's game, he's a creator. He's good on the ball, and he tries to pass the ball to Salah each time. Sometimes when he has that open chance to shoot, but I think he has that guilty feeling of, okay, I need to give Salah the ball. And that is what maybe is making Florian Wirtz not shine out in this season because he feels like he should replace the shoes that was left by Mane or by Alexander. And I almost forgot, by Alexander Arnold, of supplying the ball to Salah. But I do hope that tonight Liverpool is going to win. That is my biggest wish. I do hope that tonight Liverpool is going to win. And if they win, the better, because at least I'll feel happy. My heartbreak uh, will be uh, treated. But if they lose again, it is the same thing, the same heartbreak that I've been feeling all the time this season. Because imagine you lose games consecutively. You lose today, you lose tomorrow, you lose each day. Now that is how the table is standing. Let us look at, after today's game, where are we traveling to? I want us to look at, after today's game, where are we traveling to? Now, after Leeds game, let me pull up this. Yeah, so I was at this point. Then we went to Manchester City versus Liverpool, and Manchester City crushed Liverpool 3-0. And then we went to Liverpool Nottingham, and Nottingham also crushed Liverpool 3-0. Now, I may not blame Anslot for all these problems. Sometimes I do feel like it is the players. We had a goalkeeper issue where Alisson was in injury, and we were having Mamdashvili as the main point man or the main goal man for Liverpool. And I also do feel like he is not so much um, used, or he's not so much ready for the Liverpool structure. So I do feel that when it comes to the Liverpool performance so far, we have been having a kind of a problem in the goal position where Alisson has not been in. But you can see, after Alisson has come back, then we are having a change of results. Now, Alisson was available for the Nottingham Forest goal, though these were mistakes that happened before Nottingham Forest got their goals. And another game that we had was in, now the one with Eindhoven, I think it was Mamdanishvili who was in the goal, so it was not Alisson. The other weekend with West Ham, we had Alisson in the goal, and you can see that Liverpool is kind of trying to come back. Even when you looked at how the balls were being played from the midfield to from the goal to the midfield to the striking, it was kind of the Alisson way of playing, not just random shooting in the field. It was that structured play where we had the goalkeeper to defender kind of passes, not the goalkeeper to the striker kind of passes, where we were losing a lot of balls. By the way, Liverpool is just terrible this season at the midfield in trying to control the ball and use the ball. But when you look at how we were playing in the West Ham goal, then you could see a structured way of playing. Now, another unused talent that I did see in the West Ham game is Joe Gomez. Guys, I don't know why we bought Frimpong. I don't know why he's in Liverpool. Many people can blame that it is the injury. But since the guy performed in the first match where we did play Crystal Palace in the Community Shield, the guy has been out of form completely. And I do feel like we wasted a lot of money trying to get Frimpong. Bradley is okay. And so I do feel like we should have Bradley or Joe Gomez. And I do hope that today Gomez is also in the lineup, because Gomez was outstanding in the last game. That is why we scored. When you look at the first goal and the second goal, Gomez was involved. In the first one, he was the one who threw the ball. In the second one, he was the one who gave Gakpo the cross. And I do think that Gomez is unutilized in Liverpool, and he should be utilized. So I do think that Gomez should be used today, and he should be part of the team today. Now, let us go to today's game. We shall be playing Leeds. And then, no, today we are playing Sunderland, not Leeds. Sorry for that. Today we are playing Sunderland. Now, then we shall be heading to Leeds over the weekend before we head to Oh my, I really. So today we are playing Sunderland. Guys, if I said we are winning today, I am sorry. Sunderland is in a very top form. And I cannot assure you that Liverpool is going to win against Sunderland. Yeah? Let us look at the head to head. I want us to see the head to head between Sunderland and Liverpool. So, Liverpool has a 70.1 chance probability of winning. Sunderland has a 12.1 chance probability of winning. But when you look at how Sunderland is playing their game and the momentum that they have and the teamwork that they have under the leadership of Granit Xhaka, then you can really not push them aside and say that Liverpool is going to win in an easy way. Though Liverpool may win because Liverpool have found their foot and they're in that momentum of trying to win as more games to recover the points that they have lost. But I do feel that this one is going to be a hard thing, especially for the Liverpool fans, because Sunderland is in top form. When we go to the table standings, you can see at this point, Sunderland is at number 6, Liverpool is at number 8. This one, Sunderland. Sunderland has played 13 games, Liverpool has played 13 games. Sunderland has won 6 games so far. Liverpool has won 7 games. So Liverpool has won more games than Sunderland. But Liverpool has lost more games, while Liverpool has lost 6 games, while Sunderland has lost 3 games. That is why Sunderland is in top of Liverpool. Liverpool is at number 8, Sunderland is at number 6, though with a 1 point difference. When you go to the draws, Sunderland has 4 draws, Liverpool has 0. Meaning, when it comes to Liverpool, it has either been losing or winning. Another thing, Sunderland has scored more goals. No, Liverpool has scored more goals than Sunderland. But when it comes to goals allowed, Sunderland has only allowed 13 goals, while Liverpool has allowed 20 goals. Meaning I think we had a goalkeeper problem. There is no single way a top team, a team that performs, has allowed more goals to an extent that has allowed more than 20 goals. Look at Arsenal. They have only allowed 7 goals this season. Yeah? Look at Arsenal. 7 goals. Now, even if Liverpool was to tie in points with Man City or with Arsenal or Chelsea, they will lose the Premier League because the other teams have enough goals to secure them the trophy. Liverpool has 0 goals, meaning they have the goals that they have scored with the goal that they have allowed into their goal is the same. So they will not have an equal chance of winning the trophy, such as the other teams, such as Arsenal. Now, in today's game, I do give a higher probability of the game going to a draw. And I do feel like today's game is going to be a draw. Either a 2-2 draw or Liverpool will win. And when it wins, it is either a 1-0 goal. And the goal will be scored by Gakpo. I can assure you of that. And I do feel that the game is heading that way. Yeah. So, guys, how do you feel about Liverpool? And you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe because it will be live and we shall be watching the game live on this channel. So I do hope that you become part of the watching team today as we do watch today's game. So, guys, as Liverpool plays today, I do hope that you are out there, you are praying for Liverpool so that it wins the game and we all get our hearts back, because as Liverpool fans, we are suffering and it is very tough for us, especially in a situation where Arsenal and Man City continue winning their games while we are losing points. while we're supposed to win the Premier League, or we're supposed to defend the Premier League, it is so bad for a team that won the Premier League last season to be performing this way. Just imagine someone who saw, or a child who saw Liverpool win the last season, and he said, "Okay, I'm going to spend all my heart supporting Liverpool," only for them to find that Liverpool is losing a lot of games this season. So, guys, I do hope that you will enjoy the game tonight with us, and also do make sure that you become part of our team that will be watching today's game. Just make sure that you become part of our team by subscribing to the channel, because today is gonna be a big day and we shall be streaming the game live on the channel. So if you want to watch the game today, do make sure that you do subscribe. And also, for those who want to comment on how Liverpool will play against Sunderland today, I do hope that you have already given out your comments, and I do hope that you have told everyone your feelings of how Liverpool is going to play tonight. So, guys, like the show, and also do make sure that you tell me how you feel about today's game. I'll be waiting for your comments. I'm waiting to read your name alive. I'm waiting to read your comments alive on the show. So, guys, as we wait for the game, uh, depending on our time, the game will be at 11:15 p.m. This is Kenyan time. The game is at 11:15 p.m. So I do hope at 11:15 p.m. we'll be ready to watch the game. And apart from today's game, we have other games that are playing. Let me look. Let me see. We have other teams that will be playing tonight. The first one is Manchester United West Ham. We shall be playing tomorrow. Yeah, Leeds will be playing against Chelsea today. Arsenal Brentford will be playing today too, at 12, at 22:30, and at 23:15. So all these teams will be playing today except for Manchester United and West Ham, which shall be playing tomorrow. So today at 23:15 or at 11:15, do expect that Liverpool will be playing Sunderland. And I do hope that we shall be tuned in for the great match today as we watch Liverpool crash out Sunderland. Thank you, guys. Thank you.